Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Aley.
Hi, Terry.
I'm Terry at Heart. I'm Terry at Heart and Soul Connected.
Well, thank you.
This is
And you
Aley
all.
at Holding Your Space.
That's right.
We are. I was in the back and we were talking, and I feel like I've been to the therapist. I'm so happy. I can't tell you guys.
It's always
So,
nice to vent, it
oh,
really is. Yeah.
I I just love having you on. It's such a
Oh,
joy, and it's
thank
always
you.
like you know interesting and kindness.
Kindness and laughter. Two
And
things we
smartness.
need more of. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
intelligence, highly intelligent.
Oh, you silly.
So, hey, Craig. Craig just came from a 1929 airplane ride.
Oh,
Get
good.
Oh my gosh. Is
Yes,
that
and
your
we're leaving here at 4 o'clock, Craig. I'm now going to feed my dogs at 4 o'clock because it's about an hour from where or more, and it's Friday night, so we'll leave in plenty of time to get there for the 7:30 show of Frank Ferrante as Groucho Marx.
I
So
love that.
thank you. Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
And, Ness is doing a little, free commercial for me. Thank you,
Isn't
Ness.
that a great place? The check's in the mail. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and she paid for it too. So,
I
yeah.
know.
It was
Oh.
it was an honor, and I forgot to tell you that we twinned on our dreams to Ness.
Oh, yeah.
I'll email that to you. And Annie Bear, you didn't know I did readings. Oh my gosh. So obviously I'm not putting that out there. I'm really
Oh,
bad about housekeeping. Like, please like and subscribe.
like and
And
subscribe. I can
yeah,
always talk about somebody else,
right.
but when it comes to talking about myself, I just don't feel comfortable that way. So I get it. I get it. I
Yeah.
know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you do. Annie Berry, you get a recording and it's on Zoom and it's great. And Ness is so tech savvy that she was able to even record it on her side so that
Good.
it was really easy. And that is so sweet that you said
That's
that. Terry
great.
was on fire yesterday. She was giving me insights that applied to multiple aspects of my life.
That's greatness. I'm glad.
Oh,
That's
thanks,
wonderful.
honey.
You've needed some clarity, and I'm glad maybe you've got some. That's great.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh,
Nancy's here. Hi, Nancy. I had a
hi,
great show with
Nancy.
Nancy. She's wonderful. She's just a wonderful. Hi, Randy.
I
Good to
love
see
her.
you.
We are playing phone tag. We need to talk, Nancy.
Yeah.
Randy, hello, Randy
Hello.
and
Yeah.
Jules.
Jules. Hi, Jules.
Randy, were you with the snowstorm or the earthquake? I know you're back on the East Coast.
Yeah.
We're both
Suzanne Rich had
blown.
posted that she felt it where she was in Lower Vermont. So,
Oh,
oh,
wow.
thanks, Annie.
Yeah,
Thanks, honey.
I was in the hot tub today, so I feel
And
like
I'm
I'm
going in
glowing.
soon. So, yep.
Yeah, we were the hot tub girls.
They're the hot tub chicks.
We are, man. We gotta have that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
needed that today.
Hi,
Hello.
Seascape. Big
Um,
smoochies to Sydney. Her little dog has
oh,
dementia. And so
oh.
yes, I know. It's very sad. Yeah.
We used to take care of my neighbor's little tiny poodle, and he was a toy poodle, and his name was Buzz, like Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
And he was just, I mean, he really was struggling for several years, and it was I don't know if it was fair to him to be walking around, but
Mhm.
had one eye that was almost popping out, and he was kind of going like this for a long time.
Oh,
But he would
yeah.
come over and we would dog sit him all the time. And he was in love with my son, Eric. And he would
Oh.
go up to Eric's room and just howl until he'd let him in. It,
Oh, that's sweet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they do
yeah,
attach themselves to people that they
yeah,
know they're safe with. That's awesome. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So housekeeping. Thank you, Randy.
Housekeeping.
Knock, knock. Please remember to hit the thumbs up for both
That's
channels.
right. That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Like and
Mhm.
subscribe. Hey,
Mhm.
clean music lover. I like that name. That's
Yes,
really
clean
cool.
music lover. I don't want you to think that I did not notice that you are looking for housing, that you are a veteran, and that you are. And I'm wondering if there's anything Veteran Services can do for you. Did you reach out to them? I hope so. I just want to say that I hope you find your space that you can, feel you have a home. So I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you.
Yeah. There's I know there's in our area they've just started building tiny houses. Well, actually,
Oh,
they started about 4 years ago
uh-huh.
in groups for displaced veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, that's wonderful.
it's a guy,
Yeah.
he's a veteran, and he's
Uh-huh.
I think he lost a leg. Anyway, the
Uh-huh.
guy that runs it. But he's getting people to donate, and
That's wonderful.
it's
Those little
really
homes, they're
wonderful.
small, but they're beautiful. They can be really, really just a cozy little spot for somebody. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Celtic Seer. How are
I felt it
you?
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Amanda. Amanda Carroll's here. Maria is receiving abundance.
I still love that mantra. Yep. There you go.
I do too.
Yeah. Hi,
Maruta,
Maruta. Maruta's here.
Madam Maru's House of Cards.
Madam Maru. I was
Yeah,
watching Deb H. Purple Elephant was on with Gerald earlier today
I
and
saw a bit of
updating.
that.
Did you see a little bit? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I was so happy to see her.
Me
And
too. Me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And her energy looked really good.
She
Really,
has an
really good.
amazing message and she's very, very positive and she's living in the moment. And I really honor that. That's really wonderful. I
Yeah.
know. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get any news yet on I think it's Tupelo? No, that's not right. I've got it written down here somewhere. Her cat's missing.
Oh, her cat. Really? I'm
I
so
think so.
sorry.
Isn't that you,
Oh,
Hypnicity? I think so.
okay.
Amanda
Oh,
Carroll, we should all be hot tub chicks and dudes.
dude, that's right.
So,
That's
hey,
right.
Patty
Yep.
B.
Hi,
Yeah, right?
Patty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That earthquake, it lasted longer than the prior one. Well, it was like a vibrating train. You guys aren't used to that. I mean, even Terry's probably had more earthquakes in Missouri than people in New England. 4.8 is pretty, it's not huge, but it's big enough to feel it. And my friend in Provincetown said he felt it all
Yeah.
the way out the tip of Cape Cod. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. When I used to live in St. Louis, I felt when they're closer to the New Madrid Fault there.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I was getting ready for work one day, and I had a glass of water sitting on my counter in my bathroom, and I looked. I kind of felt a little dizzy, and I'm like, "What's the deal, man?" And then I looked over, and my glass was like it had waves
Yeah,
in it.
like a wave.
I was like, "What the heck?"
That happened to me. Earthquake in San Francisco. I was in LA with my brother, and we're sitting at a table, and nothing. We couldn't feel anything, but the lamp on the ceiling was going like this, 400 miles
Oh,
away. So yeah, you can feel it pretty
yeah,
far. Yeah,
yeah, you can.
yeah,
It's scary stuff. So
it
I'm
is.
glad everybody's safe. And
Yeah.
oh yeah, hot water is so amazing, right, Maria? It's like, and when you have the sunshine and the trees and the
Yes.
birds,
I
it's
love
just
to go out there
meditating.
at night when the stars are, if it's a clear night and the stars are out and you just sit out there and
Yeah,
so nice. Yeah.
I like it when it's raining. I've got a huge rain hat.
Me too. I have a huge rain. My daughter says, "Why are you wearing that?" I'm like, "Well, I don't want to get my hair wet. It's no big deal, you know." Yeah,
Then I don't get my face wet, right? And then
that's right.
you can look
Mhm.
up and watch the stars. Well, not the
Hi,
stars,
Flower
but the
Beauty.
raindrops.
Yeah.
Hey, Rainbow, how are you? Good to see you. Susie 007, you felt the earthquake.
Oh, you did. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, she's Wonder Woman though, so not a
Yeah.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah. She had that, man.
Uh-huh.
That was a
Yeah.
lot. That was a
It was.
pretty big one.
Oh, and the one in Taiwan. Oh my God. They can't find 600 people right now. They're still looking for them. And we actually got tsunami warnings here in Seattle if you were close, if you're closer to the coast, which is about 120 miles east or west rather. But we did get tsunami warnings from the Taiwan. I don't think anything happened though. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, Debbie's group meeting is today, this afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, I love her. Debbie Freebird. She's fun. Yeah. So I turned on that Dutchnese. I think that's his name. He does the
Uh-huh.
earthquake
Yes.
stuff. And
Mhm.
he finally did one after that happened that I could understand, because I usually can't understand his lingo. But he was talking about the fluidity of it and the frequencies, and
Mhm.
he used words that we use.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, I can understand that. I
Now we
know what."
stepped in. Yeah. There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Mother Earth is definitely releasing pressure. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
we are gonna have some more major, I mean, right now there's a nor'easter in New England, people out of electricity there. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw, a tornado or two or whatever, around this eclipse time. But I still don't think it's like the sky is falling, everybody. I think we can get through it without fear. So,
Yeah.
hi, Leah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jules. And
Mhm.
yeah. Hypnicity, your sister's house is on Whitby Island. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we were
So,
living there, it was a touch and go sometimes. Yeah.
oh,
Mhm.
it sounds so
Mhm.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Raise our vibes, right? Yeah.
That's
We
it.
got it when we went into ground today in meditation this morning. And there's a lot of people from the meditation group here. Um, when we went in, and usually we go into the rocks after we go through the soil, and
Mhm.
we went through the plates instead, the tectonic plates, and I could feel the shaking.
Did you know at that point that it had an earthquake or not?
No,
Oh,
no,
did you shake up the plates, Terry?
no. I sent them. Yeah. No, I did. We did send them crystalline energy
Okay,
to soften things, because
I
I
get it.
felt like something was coming.
Okay. Hi,
Yeah.
Claudia, cat mama. It's nice to see you.
Hey,
And
cat
Leah.
mama.
Yeah, Leah says, "Look what we did."
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Thoughts are things. I mean, they really are things. So I'm not suggesting you did anything wrong, but all I'm saying is that, we have to be careful what we think, and yeah,
Yeah, we do. We really
yeah,
do. They
yeah.
have I did feel like all this is going on, and we can send softness to things
There you
to
go.
make things softer so things don't get
Yeah.
too
Yep,
crazy. But
yep.
oh, hypnicity, you've been hearing rumbling underground for weeks. That was my stomach if you'd been at my house this week.
Hi, Teresa Ford. She said we made shock absorbers. I love it.
That's a good way to
Spiritual shock absorbers.
I mean, that's a term I can understand. Thank you,
Yeah,
Teresa. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
No,
John's amazing. You should
he
connect
is.
with him too, Allie.
I
He'd
have.
be
He's
fun.
he's been on the show a few times, but
Oh,
I
he
love
has?
him. Yeah, he has.
Oh,
A long
okay.
time ago, though. I should reconnect with him probably. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Shake and bake, Terry. Yeah.
All right, people.
Jules, you're funny. That's great.
Oh
That's
my
great.
God. It's those rocks. Yeah. Shake and bake. I am ready to go shaking and baking this weekend.
Uh-huh.
My son is making pies
Ooh.
out of nowhere. He's like, today he was like, where's the baking batter? I'm like, huh? I mean, we're not bakers. Like, we'll
Right. Right.
grill, we'll
Yeah.
roast,
Well, maybe you
we'll
will be.
saute.
Maybe this is the new earth, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really happy.
Yeah, what flavor? Is he gonna do like apple or is he
No, he's
chocolate
a
cream?
meat eater. He's gonna be doing a beef pie.
A beef pie. My
He's gonna
son
do
makes
shepherd's
makes
pie.
a great cheesecake. He makes like a caramel turtle cheese. It's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
from
would love
scratch.
that. I
Yeah.
would love that.
Hi,
Yeah.
Sally. Hi,
He likes
Barbara.
he likes,
Liz.
British food,
Uh-huh.
and he loves that, and maybe he'll make some sausages and sausage rolls too for us. We'll see.
There you go. Yeah. My
Oh,
mother
man.
used to make, have you ever made Yorkshire pudding? Do you know what
God,
that is?
no. Yes, I
No.
know what it is. No.
Okay. It's
I've had it
sausages.
before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we did,
Hi, shining lights.
yeah. Liz, how are you feeling, honey? Hope you're feeling better.
Mm.
And, good evening. Where
Mhm.
are you? Are you in Europe or
I think,
Hawaii?
am I right? I think she's in Australia, but I'm not. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. So
Yeah.
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 Deep dish pizza patty. Oh my God.
That I would love. That I would
So
love.
I have to tell you this. I just read 2 articles that really were amazing. One of them, which we already kind of know, is that the middle core of the earth is full of is like a big metal ball in there or something,
Yeah.
real hard. But there's underwater oceans that they've found. And
Yep.
that was just the coolest thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
They're bigger than the oceans on all the oceans on the crust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, our Shining Lights is in the UK. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Well, my son would love to come visit you because he loves that kind of food. So I do
Fish and
too.
chips and yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like, England's the UK's, or at least England is such a smaller
Mhm.
island that to get fresh food from the coasts or wherever, it doesn't take very long to get to you. Whereas
Yeah, yeah,
we're so big in the United States and Canada that it's like to get things shipped in, it's just,
I know.
it might take a week or 5
It could.
days or
You're
something.
right. You're right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we are talking about food now, and this could take all day.
I'm glad Wayne
So
Rich isn't here because he'd be telling us what he's cooking for dinner, and I'm already hungry.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
mhm.
good. Liz can't get out of bed yet. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Sending you a lot of love and light.
Yes, absolutely, Liz. I hope you're
Yeah.
feeling better soon, dear. You're doing
Yeah.
what you should do. You're taking care of yourself, and that's what you need to do. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ness is having chicken quinoa. Yeah. And for that, pasties are the best in the UK. Yeah.
You know what they are here, though?
What?
Pasties.
Oh, that's right.
Some people can actually move and swing them around.
Yeah. Uh, we go back like every couple of years, but if like maybe 4 or 5 years back when my son was younger, we
Mhm.
had we made it a nipple guard, Leah
Yes,
says.
yes.
That's right. Thank you, Leah. But we made um, um, a contest to find the best sausage rolls, and
Oh,
and
okay.
every day we would go somewhere and test their sausage rolls. So that was our thing. We'd
It's a
go
good
buy
job
some and bring them home,
if you
slice
can
them
get it,
up.
yeah.
Everybody would taste test in the family, and we were like, "Okay."
That's
Yeah,
funny. That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Um,
So, ma'am, would you like
mhm.
to do your, presentation
I will,
then?
and, actually was, Diana had recommended, this person after she and I talked about this person. She said, "Oh, you should bring that to Terry's show." I said, "I
Oh,
will."
good.
And I'm reading all about it, and it's amazing to me because I didn't know all this about this person. So it's the only thing I can say is, I want to be alone. That's what she said.
Oh, I love her.
I want to be alone. Falling in love
Love
again,
again.
never wanted to. What am I to do? Can't help it. So if you don't know her name, it's Marlene Dietrich.
Oh,
Her
she's
real
so
name
beautiful.
was Marie Magdalene Dietrich, and she did what I did. She combined her middle and first name into another name, making it Marlene instead of Maria. So she took Mar from Marie and Aline from her middle name of Magdalene. And I did that because my real name's Alice Lee. So Aley, get it? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I just like the Y instead of the E's. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was born in 1901 in Berlin, and she was a fabulous German and American actress. And her work spanned from the silent movies of the 1910s up until 1980s, where she was still very active. She died in May 1992 at 90 years old. So she hadn't quite gotten to her birthday because it was in December. So she would have been 91, but she was 90. She was then buried in Berlin, but she died in France, in Paris. So she, in the 1920s, she was on the stage, and she starred in many Hollywood films, including Shanghai Express, which is where that song comes in, where she wears a tuxedo and she has a sort of an androgynous look. And I hadn't, it didn't put two and two together. It's not like it's a big deal. She was a married woman, but she was bisexual, and she had many, many affairs, although she stayed married to her husband. She married him in 1923, and he passed, I think it was in I don't know, I can't remember, 1984 or something like that. 1976. He died in 76. She had one daughter. Her name was Maria Riva, and she had two grandchildren. And Maria actually ended up much like Joan Crawford's kids did, not liking her very well. She wasn't a very good mother, apparently, that Maria felt anyway. But Marlena did all kinds of help with the war effort. She actually got like $450,000 for being in a movie or being in a group of movies. She donated it to people to have, so they could be housed and fed and everything. So she turned over a lot of her money. So she was very, very good that way. She was a philanthropist, and she was very talented as well. She was known for housing German and French exiles and providing financial support and advocating for their American citizenship, which was really quite something. Yeah. She, let's see, there's so much. I just wanted to hit some of the highlights. It was when she was 11, she changed her name to Marlene. She became interested in theater and poetry, and she wanted to be a concert violinist, but she broke her wrist and it never was the same. And so she gave that up for the other aspirations that she had. She was in a lot of movies. And she was in a lot of Shakespearean movies. She was in The Taming of the Shrew. She was in Midsummer Night's Dream, George Bernard Shaw's movie as well. But it really, if we think about her, and at least for me, the movie that really put her out there in the forefront, the name of it, Shanghai Express, is where she sang. And she sat backwards in a chair, and she, sort of presented herself. There's another picture that I'm sure you all have seen of her as well. And she is sort of sitting, she's like this. And if you remember, Madonna had Vogue, Vogue, Vogue. And she did some of the pauses like Marlena did. And she says that in that song, she brings up Dietrich.
Her makeup was very similar.
It was
a lot of the time, with the heavy eyeliner and the red lip. Yeah.
Yep. And of course, that would have she was a vamp, but she also was very androgynous. I just want to keep saying that. It's kind of like how we see David Bowie. I mean, there was a time that he dressed a lot like an androgynous person, which is fine.
Carol Channing too. She was very, she was always in a suit and tie.
Yep.
Quite often.
So Shanghai Express, which was made in 1932, was dubbed as a major success, earning $1.5 million in worldwide rentals. And at that 1932, that's pretty darn good. I mean, that's money is worth more than that.
Was that during the Depression? 32, or was that?
It would have been after 29 would have been the stock market crash, and then in the early 30s was Hitler's rise to power. And so we were dealing with the after effects of World War I, but he was planning on this big overtaking in World War II. Yes, it was risky then to straddle a chew. You're absolutely right, Seascape. You are right. One of the things that it mentioned, and I said, oh yeah, one of the Shanghai Express's stills became an inspiration on the cover of rock band Queen's album Queen 2, which had their single Bohemian Rhapsody in it. And I know that Queen uses a lot of black and white movies. They did that in Radio Gaga as well. They brought in some of the older movies, but I just thought that was kind of cool.
Wow.
Light and shadow seem to be how I don't know if anybody can see this picture, but there it is there.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
And she is just so beautiful. She really, really is. She had, let's see, told you about the money she made. She was also afterwards, after all of the movies she made, she then became a cabaret singer in the 50s and 70s. She worked there as an artist performing in large theaters. She had worked with Burt Bacharach and a few other folks. And she often performed the first part of her show in a body-hugging dress and a swan's down coat, and to change to a top hat and tails for the second performance. So see, she balanced herself really well that way. But her list of people she had an affair with Jimmy Stewart, and I didn't think he was one of those guys that did that. Apparently she got pregnant and had an abortion. Yeah, that's what she said. I don't know if that's just conjecture or what, because you know how that goes. But yeah, there was a lot of people that she was very busy with, but her husband also was very busy. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Technology.
She is. I know, isn't it great? It is.
Yeah. Hi, Gerald. Speaking of which,
that's right. She would probably have the fan, Gerald, and would snap it now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In an interview with Der Spiegel in November 2005, that's when her daughter, Maria Rivas, said Dietrich was politically active. She kept in contact with Ronald Reagan, Mikhail Gorbachev, Margaret Thatcher, running up a monthly bill of over US $3,000. And she absolutely just, gave over lots of money to the political agenda and the wars. Dietrich enjoyed the thriving gay bars and drag balls of the 1920s Berlin. I'm reading this and I'm going, wow, this is so cool. It is.
I want to be her best friend. I want to be her.
I know. I would just like to go with her to these places. I know it would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. She was dubbed the most glamorous grandmother after her daughter had a son. She had numerous affairs with Gary Cooper, while he was having an affair with Mexican actress Lupe Velez, and John Gilbert, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., even when he was married to Joan Crawford. Again, there's the love affair with James Stewart, which ended after the film stopped. And according to writer Peter Bogdanovich, that was Marina Dietrich told him during an aircraft flight she became pregnant with the result of an affair, but had a surreptitious abortion and didn't tell Stewart. So she also had an affair with Suzanne Bolle, a coach and cabaret hostess who she met at the Monocle, a women's nightclub in Paris. I mean, she just had a totally full life. She also had a relationship with Yul Brynner, Errol Flynn, George Bernard Shaw, John F. Kennedy, Joe Kennedy, Michael Todd, Michael Wilding, John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, and Frank Sinatra.
Wow, it's not just a gamut, but it's like from Frank Sinatra to all the way at the beginning, Errol Flynn. It's like, that's quite an age difference, isn't it?
It is. Definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Frank Sinatra was so fine when he was young. I bet he was young too.
Oh yeah. Well, he was very busy, very busy.
Yeah.
So in ending up, she got buried back in Berlin when she died in 1992. And it says, "Where have all the flowers gone? Marlene Dietrich," and it gives her birth and death dates. She was one of the few German actresses who attained international significance. Despite tempting offers by the Nazi regime, she emigrated to the US and became an American citizen. And in 2002, the city of Berlin posthumously made her an honorary citizen. And it says on her grave as well, "I am, thank God, a Berliner."
Yeah.
Yeah. She got all kinds of awards from people. She was just really fascinating. She was completely fascinating. She really was.
Wow.
So what do I get for her? Well, can't not have the femme fatale, right?
Yeah.
There's no question.
Yeah.
And she is a queen in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
She was the quintessential artist because she sang, she was in movies, she played the violin, she danced, and she was in cabaret. She definitely was a lover. All those folks she was busy with. And she was also, I would say, a hedonist, which is using creative energy to embrace the good things in life and celebrate the beauty in herself. And I think she definitely did that. So
Wow.
now go find a Marlene Dietrich movie and have a nice afternoon.
You know, the 20s Berlin, 20s and 30s, well, 20s Berlin,
Right.
kind of reminds me of the 80s, right?
Right.
In the US, because the 80s
Yeah.
were like, I mean, the drag
Studio
bars.
54. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, everywhere. I mean, we had
Uh-huh.
so many cool clubs going on back then, even in the Midwest. It was just, and
Mhm.
everything was very fluid. And it seems like that's coming full circle again.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
My daughter goes to this club, and I go there sometimes too. They've got great live music,
Mhm.
and it's just they've started doing goth night. They do drag night.
Oh,
They have
fun.
karaoke night. They have salsa night. They have like if you have a culture, they have it. They
They
have a
have it.
night for it. Yeah,
Wow. I'm
yeah.
always looking for 80s nights. I love 80s music.
Oh my
And,
god. Yeah,
I would love to just break free and dance my life away. That would be so much fun.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A fabulous woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, Claudia came in, she said, "Holy mackerel, things are shaking and a quaking." I guess they had 2, um California had back-to-back earthquakes,
Just
4.5
now?
and 4.8.
Oh, you did too, Claudia. Oh my,
Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised we're going to get it here because they've been telling us we're getting one anytime now. So it wouldn't
Uh,
surprise me. Yeah. Wow. Yes.
oh,
Nilani, Moulin Rouge was very big then, and she loved it. Of course, that's where you went. I mean, she couldn't stay in Berlin because she worked with the other side, so she went to Paris, and that's where a lot of people, artists went during World War II. Hemingway went there, and there's a whole group of them that's the Bloomsbury group, and some of the no, maybe that's the English group. There's another one that they had in Paris. Yeah.
wow,
Oh dear. Well, I hope your
wow.
kitty cats are all right. My goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 I
Yeah.
hope everybody's okay. They do have an 80s night. They have a DJ, that comes in and everything gets psychedelic. So they're quite intelligent about this because they do it from 6 to 8, which who's
Mhm.
gonna go there then? Hello, that's me. And then they go from 8 to 12, and they've got,
Okay. Yeah.
everybody that comes in. So I can
That's
go to
cool.
10, I don't have a problem with that, but don't ask me to get there at 9. So,
Yeah. When we were kids, I'd want to get there early to get a chair, a seat, a table. But everybody would say, well, nothing happens until midnight or 12 o'clock or 10 o'clock or something. I'm like, I don't know, it's okay. Start that late. It's too
yeah.
late.
No, that's not for me either.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, I love that. Well, I have somebody not quite,
Flamboyant.
but similar, a little
Okay.
similar.
Little
Yeah,
similar.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna go into see if I can get that to work. Um, okay. This is the one I want. Dun 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 dun. You might ask yourself, how did I get here?
Is it
So
Joan of Arc? No.
no, but it's a Joan. This is Pope Joan that I decided to do.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay.
Pope Joan is not well known. She is or was back in the Middle Ages, 800 to 900, somewhere in there. Um, she was like a
I'll be right
woman.
back. I spilled
Okay.
coffee all over my shirt.
Oh my
So
goodness, you got yourself good. It looks like a design though.
I know.
Yeah. And so she was quite intelligent. And as a young woman, she was not allowed to go anywhere or do anything. Like she wasn't allowed to learn anything. They weren't, she couldn't learn how to read or write. They didn't teach women that back then. So her brother, who she was his tutor, like she would learn everything that he learned and then teach it to him, and use his books. And then she would, and then he became ill and was not able to go to seminary or wherever he was going to go, to school. And so she cut her hair and she went in as him. And this is all like, nobody knows if all this is real. This is kind of like the idea of Pope Joan. Because there were no records, and the records that were there, the Catholic Church demolished. Anyway, she had a she was a cross-dresser. Supposedly she was born in Germany, a lot like Marlena.
Wow.
She cross-dressed so that she could gain more knowledge. That's why she became she came into everything with the church, because that's where, if you wanted to learn, that's where you would go. And that was the way for a lot of priests that I know too. They came from families like, maybe they were number 11 of 13 kids or something. And it was just like, there's no way that their family could have afforded then to send them to Rome to study for 12 years, So that's how it happened. Anyway, and of course it was all men, right? So she rose to being Pope because she was the one that didn't make waves. And she didn't want to make waves because she was a woman. Like, she stuck her head down and she did everything she was supposed to. And so they made her Pope. It turns out she had a relationship with somebody that worked under her. Well, and that's kind of a metaphor, a salty metaphor there. But anyway.
I love it.
Sorry.
It's Friday.
Happy hour.
Yeah.
So anyway, and she wound up getting pregnant, and in a papal procession on the way to St. Peter's, she gave birth.
Oh my God.
And then, of course, they found out that she was a woman. So anyway, they took her name off the list of being a pope. And on July 7th, so 7/7/1456, about 600 years later, maybe, Pope Calixtus III declared her an innocent. And she was able to have a bust at St. Peter's. I didn't catch that until you started laughing.
All you see is this statue of boobs. I just sorry, everybody. I'm a little dirty today.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was quite interesting. She was a fascinating woman. Yeah, it's Sassy Friday. Friday. Yeah. And so I went into that and I looked at that, and we know that there have been numerous gay popes. There have been numerous popes that had affairs, and had children, had marriages. I mean, they were all over the place. So I looked it up, and supposedly there were 3 black popes, because you don't see a lot of African American popes.
No. Yeah.
And 189, Pope Vidal, I think was his name. It starts with a V. And 311 to 314, Pope Melphysides, and 492, Pope Gelasiv. Anyway, and then there were
does it say what happened to the kid she had by any chance?
Oh, okay. So there's a few ideas. A few said that they killed her and the child right away, and then another one said that he became a bishop. And he enshrined her. Yeah, that he took care of her, and everything was good.
Okay.
So because the man that worked under her was he was I think he was a man of means. So anyway, and then there were, of course, Jewish popes as well. 4 Jewish popes. Alexander, and then of course we can't forget about St. Peter, who is the father of the church and was born a Jew, just like Jesus. So there you have it. Anyway, so I thought, well,
that's fascinating, Terry.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Kind of fun stuff.
Maruta says that 1456 is also a 7. So was it 7 7 and then another 7?
7.
Wow.
Whoa,
Yeah, that
Maruda.
is. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I wondered why I put that number in there. So, yeah. All
That's
right.
cool. Yeah,
Double
very good.
entendres.
Yes, it's so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it?
Yes,
Anyway,
definitely, definitely.
yeah. So,
Mhm.
take that
Wow,
out. There we go. We're back.
we're
We're
back.
big.
Uh,
So, hey, Fleck. Hi, Bora Bora, Maria. Yeah, a lot of people coming in. Hey,
Cheryl.
Sonia. Yeah,
It's good to see
yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
Wow.
Um, so if anybody has any questions or wants any cards read, I think we've still got like 19
20
minutes.
minutes? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
20 minutes. You guys want any readings? We can do oracle readings, or we can do just say what kind of reading you want. So, yeah, we usually do oracle and or we can also do archetypes.
We
Yeah,
can.
right, Sonia? It's a
Yeah,
good day for laughter. I think we
it
all need
is.
it.
It
Yeah.
is.
And especially after yesterday, I was telling Aley during my therapy session before we came on about like yesterday was like my guilt day. Like I thought about all the things that I felt guilty about or all the things that I was mad about and I hadn't let go of. Worse yet, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
So it was quite interesting. And I told myself a story. You know how you get yourself into that rut and you circle around it and
Yep.
you're like, I've got all this big story going on. And I turn it back around and I go, I'm coming back. So anyway, it was kind of interesting today
Mhm. It
in the hot
was.
tub. Yeah. Yeah. Really. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We gotcha.
Wow, Ness, that's really awesome. I'm happy to hear that. You got good clarity. That's
Oh,
wonderful.
I'm so glad. Yes. Yeah. And, okay. Well, let's put one up.
So then we have Eliza
Alright.
and we have Sonia that also have
Okay. And I got
our
Claudia,
share. All right.
Eliza.
Mhm.
Aw, thanks, Ness. That's very kind.
Mhm.
Got you, Sonia.
Mhm.
And yeah, Mercury retro typos. Yeah. Yeah.
Hypnicity.
Hypnicity. I got you, hypnicity. Okay.
Very
So
good.
Sharon Robinson.
All right.
And we're probably we can try to do more than that, but I doubt that we'll get them done in 20 minutes. So energy
Oh,
reading.
Maruda wants to know if you looked at the Earth Power Oracle, and if you did, what did you think about it? I have not heard of that
Oh, I
one myself,
forgot
Greg.
about that. Oh, Maruda, I wrote that down. I was so sick this week and it affected my brain. I gotta
Yeah,
say.
it's hard. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And it was the
Oh.
earth. I know I wrote it down, but I don't know where I put it.
So Sharon, I got here for you. I'm just pulling one card, and these cards are so good that I feel like I have an answer for you. It's like you're going over a mountain. Think about it. I don't know if you ever climbed even a small mountain, but you know, you got steep inclines. Sometimes you have to go around because going straight up, you'd be going, you know, climbing this way, almost like one of those rock walls. But this says obstacles and challenges you've been dealing with. And there might be a few possible delays, excuse me, because remember, we are in a Mercury retrograde too. But it says be patient because you are making progress, whatever it is that you're doing. You're making progress in it. And so try not to look at how much further ahead you have to go. Just look where you are right now, and you can see that you have made the progress. And give yourself kudos for that, because when we're doing something, we're always like, well, I did, you know, it's like I have a whole list of things I was going to do today. Oh, I only did 2. Well, you know what? I'm making progress. So there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And I'm
Mhm.
getting something really similar, Sharon. It's like the first thing they did was show me a wave. And it's
Oh.
like you're in it for the whole thing. It's not like one of those waves that just crashes. It's like
Mhm.
it's this long wave that's coming in of energy that you're riding in, and you'll ride it all the way up to the beach.
Wow.
So, just,
Mhm.
don't look you can't really look around a lot when you're
Don't
surfing.
give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you can't. Yeah.
Don't jump off the surfboard.
Um,
And then I pulled you a card, and it's Akhildanda, and I love her. She
mm,
is the goddess of never not broken.
it's beautiful.
And yeah,
Mm.
everything happens for me. Liberation. I choose to become only more love. So, not judging
Oh.
yourself, exactly
Mhm.
what we were
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, that it happens for her, not to her. Yeah, I love that, Sharon.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. And then we've got Seascape. What archetype am I?
Oh, we get to play with the archetype cards. Oh, I'm
Oh,
excited.
yeah.
So yeah, I'll pull one, and I think Terry will pull one. Now, remember, we are more than one archetype,
Yeah.
and every one of us has certain archetypes, like the saboteur. Everybody has the saboteur. The saboteur is whenever we're thinking about something for our own good, we go, "Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I'm not good enough to do that." So we sabotage our good in that way. So that is something we all deal with at different times. And the other one is the prostitute. We give, it's not the way we think it is, even though we've been using innuendo here, but it's more like, what do you do for money? What do you do in your life? Because you have to make money to live. So there's that. And then, I've got companion. I love this. It says here, um, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. And I think that is why the angels and the guides have given you Sydney, because they know that you are a good companion to Sydney as much as Sydney is for you. So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
beautiful.
Mhm.
So, this is interesting. I pulled the slave for you, Seascape, which the light attribute for that is surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust.
And
Which
she just is going to retire in June.
oh, perfect. Perfect. I mean,
Yeah,
I want that one because
I know.
letting go, I mean,
Letting
that's what I
go.
do in the
Yeah.
hot tub.
Knowing the universe is going to catch you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just let
Mhm.
it go, float
Let it
away.
go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Mhm.
Beautiful. Love that, Seascape. Well, good
Mhm.
luck on that, man. You're gonna have a blast with it. You don't need any luck. Um, okay. Then we've got Claudia. Question:
What do
what do
you
I
need
need
to
to
know
know today?
today? That there was going to be an earthquake in your county.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, be careful. All right. Oh, they're wanting you to purge, Claudia. I'm getting here that there might be some toxic situations or people that you need to get rid of in your life. If they're not working for you, if you're not feeling comfortable with them, they want you to purge. They want you to get out of any dead end relationship where you're giving and nobody else is giving. I know that seems kind of negative, but I think right now it's very important that we surrender and that we give over and get rid of these things that perhaps, and that's what Terry did with, she was talking about, going into her story and how she was feeling about it. She had to work through that to give it over because she doesn't need to live in toxicity. Sorry, either. Okay, Claudia, I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
sacrament. Okay.
And I got being your authentic truth. So, and that's it, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
looking around about what this person's doing and that person's doing or that wave's doing or whatever.
Right.
Just
Right.
what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah,
Oh,
and
that's beautiful. I
isn't that
love it.
gorgeous? Yeah.
Yes.
And look at all the movement in that and how you're working with energy. So, and I love the blue light around it. It's
I
like a
do too.
neon almost coming in, like so much.
Hmm.
It's not vivacity, but that's the word that keeps coming into my brain.
It does kind of look vivid. Well, it's
Yeah,
vivid for sure. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna make that a word today.
All right. There you go.
I like
You
that
can
word.
change your name to Terry Vivacity.
That sounds like some sort of a pill for somebody. Okay. Here we go, Eliza. Um, please check in reading, please.
Okay.
Guides and ancestors. Oh, I like that.
Hmm. Liza is on Maui.
Oh,
We love
Eliza.
Maui.
Aloha.
Aloha. Mahalo. All right. So, Eliza, I'm using the Secrets of the Ancestors deck Oracle. It's a pretty new deck to me, but let's see what they has to say. Ooh, it says you are the conjure woman, or the conjure woman will work with you and manifest whatever you would love to manifest. And I think it was yesterday that you told me in another chat that the eclipse energy, you can ask and manifest something that you want for the next 20 years. I think that's what you said. I think it was you. So look at that. They're verifying that. They're saying, yes, you can conjure anything you want. The universe is yours. And I love that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And there you are, walking
Uh-huh.
through your portal, Eliza.
Wow.
So having faith, hope, anticipate,
Mm-hmm.
aspire, foresee. So get ready because you're like it's like you've been on this path and you're just ready to step in to something
Mm-hmm.
new.
It's
So
gorgeous. Yep.
yeah, looks amazing.
So yes,
I'll
the
go with
eclipse
that. Yeah.
energy seeds the future for the next 20 years. So think on the eclipse day, whether you see it or not, set your manifestations, set your intentions out there, and think in terms of the next 20 years. And I really don't want to be 88, so but I'll live with it if that happens.
But we're going to be a young 88.
Oh, okay. All
Like
right.
our 88 is going to be like a 48, maybe a 58 tops.
Yep. Oh,
So
that's wonderful,
yeah,
Valerie. Thank you for that
yeah.
too. Yep.
Hi, Val.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. 8. Well, it's on the 8th. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's just around the corner, isn't it,
It is.
everybody?
It
Oh my
is.
God. Sonia.
Reverse aging. There you go, Val. You know I love that. All right. All right,
Yeah.
Sonia. An oracle reading for you. I got some new cards, Sonia, and it's called the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle.
Ooh.
So I just got these yesterday and I haven't really used them. But let's see what. Oh, I love this. You have beautiful heavenly helpers that are all around you.
Oh,
And your spiritual team is guiding you through any difficult situations that you have, Sonia. So just know they're always on your side, your guides, your spirits, your elementals, your whatever that's around you. And they love being with you. They love your energy and they feed into you as you feed into them. So
wow.
very nice. Hmm.
So I get that you're renewing something,
Oh,
Sonia. So here you come in. I love the colors in that. Isn't that
and
gorgeous?
look at the energy in the middle. It's
Yeah.
like expansion, light. Wow.
Yeah. Just getting ready to fly away.
Hmm.
So it's renew, detox, purify, cleanse. So it's like, and that's kind of what we're all doing right now, right?
Yes.
We're
And
letting
we have to
go.
surrender. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I feel like that's why all this gunk might be coming at us, all this
Could
self
be. Could
yeah,
be. Like me
yeah.
spilling my coffee all over my new pink shirt. That wasn't too smart.
Oh, yeah, but we couldn't tell.
I
We
know.
couldn't tell.
You're
Yeah,
right. It did look like a design.
yeah, I'm sure it wasn't comfortable. So, but
All
yeah.
right, Hypnicity. Let's see. I'm going to pull for you from another new deck I have, Hypnicity, called the Letting Go deck by David Hawkins. And I love David Hawkins. He has written many, many books. He's passed away now, but his people that work with him continue to put his stuff out and his ideas. So it says, if we get stuck in a feeling, it's useful to look at the question of what we think we have accomplished by hanging on to it. I'm going to say it again. If we get stuck in a feeling, it's useful to look at the question of what we think we have accomplished by hanging on to it. In other words, let it go. What are we accomplishing by holding on to something that may or may not move us forward, and we want to move forward? He says we will almost always find that we have a fantasy that it will have some effect on some other person and change their behavior or attitude toward us. If we let go of that, we become willing to surrender the feeling. I get the feeling this is for you as well, Terry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do too.
yeah,
I do too.
amazing. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, good.
Hypnicity, I get some hot stuff tonight.
Oh,
Man,
Lalita.
yeah, it is Lolita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. So, if you can dance with your energy, and use that laughter. That laughter is a huge thing when we're happy about something. And sometimes just fake laughing changes your vibration. So, and I just want to acknowledge how beautiful everybody's being for Teresa Ford in the chat and supporting her, and brings tears to my eyes.
It does. My heart. I'm holding space for you, Teresa.
Yeah. 1 month today. Oh, honey.
So
yeah.
sorry.
Surrounding you in love and light. So, okay. Liz, why the health collapse? Well, was doing so much better. Thanks.
Well, I have to tell you, Terry was really, really sick herself. And I don't think she took enough time off. So guess what happened was it Monday or Tuesday morning? She didn't feel good again. So my feeling is we can't push ourselves faster than we're ready for. It says love illuminates the essence of, and therefore the lovability of others. This is because love opens the heart. We need to love the self. And if we don't love the self or take care of the self, Spirit says, okay, we're going to put you down for a few days because, you're not listening. So it says the mind thinks and argues, but the heart knows and continues. The mind can be critical and disagree, but the heart is loving no matter what. The heart does not put any condition on what's out there. Only the mind does that. Love makes no demands. Don't make demands on yourself when you're not ready. I understand, sweetie. I understand. Nope.
Yeah.
We do. We have to take care of our stuff. So I do get it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I had to go out. Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, I know you're alone down there, Liz. So
yeah, of course, honey. And I pulled Spiritual Quest. So and this looks like you're traveling there too, like you're going somewhere. Yeah. So and you've got to get stuff done. We're in the 3D. And we have to do things. One thing that kind of came to me today is I had all these things since childhood, all these growth opportunities and trauma. And how did I react to everything? I took care of everybody else. As a child, I was the momager. I was, when my husband died, I ran the business for a year by myself. Didn't have to do that. Right. I could have sold it. Right. I mean, I kept taking on things. So if there's any way that you can let go of something, Liz, and
something.
Yeah, something.
Terry's got the lion tenacity in her. She's a Leo, so she's got all that lion stuff going for her.
I take care of my peeps. I take care of my
You do.
People.
You do.
Yeah. And it gives me joy. That's my love thing. Yeah. Archetype for Annie.
Okay, Annie. I did see some people came in a little late and wanted readings. I think we're still working through the ones we had. I don't know if Terry
Oh yeah, we're at
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
at
Just so people know.
yeah, we're at an hour now, you guys. And my last one is we've got who do we have left here? Annie. We've got Annie and Sharon O'Brien left.
Okay. Okay.
So are you
So,
okay with that? Do you have
oh,
time?
absolutely. I'm not. No, I am only
Okay.
going out to go to a date with my husband, thanks to Craig Dixon tonight. So I'm fine until then. Yeah.
Did we do
Um,
Seascape? I
we
think
did Seascape. We did.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. So Terry just explained what she is, and you're apparently the same thing, the rescuer. Oh, goodness.
Sorry.
You provide strength and support to others in a crisis. You act out of love with no expectation of reward. And so this is for not only you, Annie, but also for Terry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, date night is fun, right, Annie?
I never go on a date. Never.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
No.
talk about some romance coming in here.
Ooh, Don Juan.
I put the Don Juan for you. Light attribute spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. So this doesn't have to be just seductive,
Ooh la la.
but it can be, and that would be fun. But it could also be sensuous. So, and working with your senses, like what touch, feel, taste, and then working with your subtle senses, which are your clairs, like
Right.
clairvoyance, clairsentience,
That's
claircognizance. So,
okay.
interesting. You could take that a couple of different ways.
You can.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. Don Juan.
Don
The Don Juan of psychics.
I see a rose in your teeth, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Don Juanita.
Yes.
Sharon O'Brien will take a reading.
Okay, Sharon. Teresa, you're right. Sometimes we heal ourselves by being the hero we wish helped us. Amen, sister. Amen.
Yeah.
All right, Sharon. So I'm getting here the auric field for you. As you well know, your aura goes around your entire body. Sometimes we have gaps in our aura if we're not feeling well. We may have gaps if we're going through a hard time. You can see different colors in the auric field. We know where it needs to be healed. And there's also auric photography that you can have done. That's amazing if you ever find somebody that does that, if you're interested. But it says here, it is time to call in energy protection to shield, clear, and strengthen your aura. So the best way to do that, if you can do that, is to think about your chakras coming. You can come down first if you want from the crown and bring it all the way down into your root chakra and feel that energy swirling because you want to balance it. And then you can have it coiled and come up and back and then blown out of your envision that it's blowing out of your head. So you're kind of it's kind of like you're a rotor-rooter, you're getting your chakras all lined up, but you're also helping them stay in alignment.
Yeah. And Sharon, I get for you adaptability. So this kitty cat is not just a kitty cat on land, but he's a fish in water. So being able to do not only is it being adaptable physically, but also duality, right? And non-duality. So being able to take care of things and the physical level, and then in the 5D as well, taking care of your aura, making sure that things are cleansed, and making sure that your house is clean, right? Cleaning house.
It always feels so good when you've done that too, doesn't it? For me, it does.
Yeah. Today I opened all the windows, I opened the doors, I took the thing, changed the sheets. I mean, I'm doing the laundry. Yeah, I'm getting everything.
It feels really good.
Gunk out. Yeah.
I see, Rose Martin, you were asking how to get a reading. We are at the end of the show. We have one more to do, but we are here on Fridays, depending on where you are. And we do our archetypes. You can come. We'd love to have you come back, and we would, you can ask for a reading then. Yeah.
Yeah, please do. And that was the last one, Sharon was.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Say hi, Caramel.
Oh.
Say hi, everybody.
Oh, did she go to the groomer?
He did it. He did it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
We
looks so
save ourselves $200 or
beautiful.
$300 by doing it ourselves. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the deal. That's
Okay,
the deal.
Rose.
Yeah, please do come back, Rose. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
We get here at 2 Central.
Yeah.
So, and it's fun and we laugh and talk and get a little silly. So you never know what's gonna happen.
A trip down memory lane sometimes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so what are you doing tonight? I know you're going out to
Yeah.
the
I'm
date
going out with
night.
Keith. We're gonna drive over to Bremerton, Washington, where Craig Dixon, one of the wonderful subscribers here, or members of my channel, sent us a Christmas present, which was a theater. Frank Ferranti does Groucho Marx impression or a show. So
Oh,
we're gonna go over and do that. So I'm looking forward to it. Get out of the
that's
house for a
gonna
little
be
while.
fun.
Yeah.
Good for you,
Yeah.
and laughter is the best
And
medicine.
laughter is the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
always enjoy coming here on Fridays and laughing with you.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
coming. Thanks for
Okay.
coming.
Thank
Alright, everybody.
you.
Well, have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Whoops, we're never leaving. Sorry. There we